Good morning, my friends. Nothing like kicking off the day with our question from this beautiful bowl. Again, if you've been following me, thank you so much. If not, and you're wondering what am I doing holding up a bowl full of strips of paper, it's because I committed this year to being more visible, being more open and present, and kind of just opening the door is letting you get to know me on a more personal level. And I'll be honest, it's fun for me too, just to pick random questions from this bowl. We've got like 288 questions combined in here. And every day I just pick one at random and respond on the spot with all of you watching. And yet I also encourage you to leave me a comment on what your answer would be for today's question. So today we've got, if your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Man, I need more time to think about this one. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? This is a tough one. I got to be in my creative zone here. Um, I'm going to go with the title of Do It Anyway. So yeah, my title is Do It Anyway. And I can't answer this because those of you know I wrote my first book last year called Cannonball: The 12 Success Principles Children Can Teach Us About Business and Life. But if my life was a novel, I'm going to say Do It Anyways. And how would the story end? Well, before I can answer that, let me explain why I would choose that title. Is because, like many of you, and I don't think I'm anything special or nothing like that, we all have a story, we all have a journey and things we've overcome. Many of you far more complicated than anything I've had to overcome. So I say that, and yet my story is my story, and my journey has been my journey. And it's one, I believe, growing up in a very small town in Oneida, Illinois. Hello, everybody back home. Oneida, Illinois. Town of 700 people, no stoplights, no restaurants. We had a gas station. That's about it. We had to usually drive 20 minutes or so to a town for your typical stuff like grocery stores, Walmart, that sort of thing. And anyways, at a young age, I knew I wanted to play baseball and had big dreams and aspirations of playing in college as well as professionally. And that can be challenging with a lot of skepticism and voices and opinions of others to say, how in the world are you going to do that? Because a lot of people don't go on and play sports from around here. And it's going to be incredibly challenging to get seen by scouts and other things because we just live in the middle of nowhere, with all due respect. And I love my hometown. So, anyways, do it anyway. Ended up getting drafted out of high school, turned that down for a full ride scholarship to play baseball down in Florida. Ended up getting drafted again my junior year, my next eligible year to get drafted, and went on and played pro ball. And then that story continued to go through other obstacles and challenges in, I would say, more business life versus life itself, but business obstacles, a lot of naysayers, a lot of challenges and adversity to overcome. And I think the underlying theme is do it anyway. Don't let other people tell you what you can or can't do. Just because somebody gave up on their dreams does not give them permission to try and talk you out of yours. And if you have that passion, that calling, that tap on the shoulder, that whisper in the ear that you are made to do more, you are made to do something, then if not you, then who? Go out and prove the doubters wrong. Go out and prove the skeptics wrong. And before you can do that, you have to prove yourself right. Do you believe in yourself? Do you have the mindset and the confidence to get out there, put yourself out there in a vulnerable spot saying, I hear you, and yet I'm going to choose to tune you out because this inner voice, this inner calling, this thing that's keeping me awake at night is far more important to me than your opinions, and I'm not going to turn down my volume of ambition just to try and appease you or other people. You get where I'm going with this, right? So that's why I would choose the title, Do It Anyway. And how the story would end, I think I'm writing that story, but I hope it ends with something in the tune of impact, influence, inspiration, legacy, which is really the intellectual property that you leave inside of somebody else. I want to know that I've made a difference. I want to know that my life mattered and I left the world and those around me better off because of it. And so hopefully the story ends with a lot of people who just a fraction, just a memory or an experience, an interaction that they had with me help shape their own story. I want my big why in many ways is taking other people's big whys and wrapping it into my own. I want to know that I've made a difference, and how that story ends, who knows? But I'm going to go down swinging and fighting as much as I can for the greatness of others, for my family, to leave a true impact, a true legacy on the lives that have entrusted me to serve them with. So that's my answer for today. I don't know what's your answer. That's all on the fly. If your life was a novel, what would the title be? I'm saying do it anyway. And how would the story end? I'd love to hear from you. Drop me a comment below. Hope you guys have a great day.